Good morning, everyone. So today is our CPT111 tutorial, week 6. So this is the recorded video. I will explain you guys about the job sheet number 1, 2, and 3 for the week 6. Okay, now let's start with the job sheet number 1. So let's read the instruction. We need to create a coding to show a beautiful output. First, upgrade previous cashier system, week 5 job sheet number 1, and then if user key in invalid input, we keep ask the user to key in the correct input, okay, until it's correct. If no, then it will keep asking. So from this line, we can analyze and we can conclude that we will be using do while loop, right? So we'll ask first and then do whatever input that key in by the user. Okay, and then as the same with the previous one, we need to calculate the total cost for before and after tax. Okay, now let's move on to our dev C++. Create new folder. So you guys can refer to week 5 job sheet number 1. Okay, I will just open it by myself because we already do it together, right, last week. So this is the week 5 job sheet number 1. If you run it, we can last week we already made the system or the program to calculate the price for the food and the drink. For example, if I key in 2 and then 2 again, and then I don't have any membership, it will give me like this, right? So now in this job sheet number 6, I will just copy paste everything. Okay, so in this week 6 job sheet number 1, we will add the do while loop. Okay, because currently we do it like this, right? The c out and the c in. C out, choose popcorn, enter the number, and then c in, we need to select the food. So now I will make it into do while loop. How? Okay, so first we will write do, and then we will write while, and then this is where our condition, and then this is the standard. So we do the C out. Okay, choose popcorn. It's basically the same as this one. Okay, we need to ask them to enter the number. Correct, enter number. After that, we put our C in below it. So it's basically the same with this one. Okay, so C in, select food. All right. So after that, we add the checking. Okay, we add the checking if select food is below 1 or select food is bigger than 4, meaning that it will check if it is 0 and below it, or 5 or bigger than that. So it will check, it will only accept the value from 1 until 4 only, right? So we will check select food, and then again we see out. If it's invalid, meaning if it is outside the range, we will give invalid input, and then please enter a number between 1 and 4. Okay, after that, in the while, Okay, we add this select food below 1 or select food bigger than 4. Okay, sorry, this is okay. So in this line, okay, we do first choose popcorn, enter the number, and then after they enter the number, we will check if it is invalid. Okay, if it is invalid, we will run this code. Invalid input, please enter a number between 1 and 4. Okay, and then since the select food is not inside the it's not between the range of 1 until 4, so it will run again, it will do again this. Okay, it will run again this statement again until we found the correct number or the valid input. Okay, for example, if I put if I key in number 2, it will not run this code, and also it will pass this, right? So it will return false. Then we come to we delete this one, we come to this one, the if statement. So this one, the rest are basically the same. We just add the while loop here. Okay, and then it also same goes with the drink. Okay, it was same goes with the drink. So for the drink, it's the same actually. I just need to copy paste. Okay, just change it into drink because it will be the same. But don't forget to change the variable name. Okay, otherwise it will give you an error. Select drink. Okay, then it will work the same way with the food. Okay, and then this is the same thing as we have done previously. So we will ask the membership. If they have the membership, we will give the discount of 5%, right? Okay, now let's try and run our program. Okay, I will save it first. Lab. Okay, welcome to CS popcorn stand. Uh, Choose popcorn number. For example, if I input invalid 0, invalid input, yeah, it will run. It will run the invalid input. Please enter number between 1 and 4. Again, if I put 5, it will keep, okay, it will keep asking the user to input the value until the value is valid. So now if I put 2, then it will proceed to the next table or the next code, which is the drink, right? This one. Okay, drink, and then choose the drink. I will again try to enter the number 7, which is invalid. Yep, see, invalid input, and then 6, invalid input, 0, invalid input, and then I will try to put 4. Okay, now it works. Do you have any membership? Yes. Then it will give you the price before and after tax. Okay, this is the price. So by having this, then we should done the job sheet number 1 for the week 6. So we add this both this do while loop, and then this do while loop for the food and drink. Okay, and the rest are the same with the previous app. Now I will close this one. I will create the new file to the new file for the job sheet number 2. Okay, let's see. So in the job sheet number 2, let's read the instruction. We need to create a coding to show a beautiful output. Okay, upgrade the previous cashier system, week 5, job sheet number 1, meaning that the same job sheet If the situation has a next customer, the system will continue by repeat the cashier system. Okay, so in this line, we can analyze and we can understand that it will, after a user finish all the transaction, okay, lastly it will ask, okay, is there are any next customers or not? If yes, then it will rerun again the table and next customer will proceed with their transaction. Okay, if it is not, then the system will stop. Okay, system will stop if no more customer to serve. Now let's move on to our dev C++, this one. Okay, so I will use the same code, which is this one, because it is the same. Just need to add some of the parts. Okay, so here we already have the program, okay, from the job sheet number one. Okay, job sheet number one, which is similar to job sheet number one from the week 5. Now from the question or from the instruction, we need to make the system that continue if there are any customer to serve. Okay, so next customer are available. If not, then the system will stop. Okay, from the question or instruction, we know that we need to use the do while loop. Okay, but where should we put our do while loop? Okay, so imagine you are a customer. If we are a customer, okay, for example, I am the customer and one of you guys is the next customer. I am I'm doing the transaction now. Okay, once I have chosen the food and the drink, then I pay, for example. And then when you guys want to do your own transaction, it will rerun again, right? It will start again from the food, correct? So the idea is when the next customer come in, the program sh- uh, should be started from the first one, from the welcome to CS port stand. Okay, from this one. So by knowing that we should start from the first line, from the welcome to CS port stand, as CS popcorn stand, so we will use, okay, we will add the do while loop here. Okay, we will add the do while loop here. Okay, so I think better I will just remove it for now because it's easier for you guys to see. I'm afraid you guys will not understand if I just add and delete some of the lines. So, okay, here I will add another variable called char, okay, to ask them to continue choice or let's say next customer, correct? So if there is any next customer, it will rerun again the entire program. So let's start with the our do while loop, correct? Do, and then where should we put our while? Yep, we should put it here, right? While. Okay. Then in this while, we will add the cout. Okay, the cout to ask the user if there is any next customer or not. Next customer. Okay. And then yes or no, correct? Yes or no? Next customer, yes or no? Okay, like this. And then we see it into the variable that we have just created. This one, the next customer. Next customer. Okay, and then we do it like this. In the while, we will check. Okay, we will check if the next customer next customer is equal to y, okay, or or for example, next customer equal to y, the big one and the small one, okay. So this is to make sure everyone is to make sure the program will run smoothly without any error if the user key in the big y. All right, now since we already have this one, we will just need, actually we will just need to copy paste the job sheet number 5, sorry, job sheet number 1 from the week 5. But I would like to in this tutorial I just want to write again the code. Okay, for the table I will just copy paste like this. Okay, after that let's write again the do while loop, okay, to make your hand like familiar with the code. So it is better, it is a good practice to write down the code instead of copy paste, because it will help you to understand the code more and help you to write the help you to familiarize with the code. Select food, right? Then if select food 1, select food 2, sorry 4, and we run the cout invalid input, please enter the number between 1 and 4, correct. And then oops, this is our while. Select food, select food 4, right? Okay, do what? And then from this we'll just copy paste because we already discussed it last week. Okay, and then now come into the drink. This one. Now let's write again the do while loop, okay, to practice. Do cout choose string, enter the number, cin, select drink. If select drink 1, select drink 4, cout invalid input, please enter the number between 1 and 4, while select drain 1, select drain 4, right? Okay, for the statement it will be the same, so I will just copy from here, do it like this. Oops, sorry, should be after it. All right, so now we already have the food and drink, correct? Now we will ask if they have any membership or not. So basically I will just copy paste from this one, right? Like this. Okay, so once they choose the food and drink, and then we will ask them if they have any membership or not. If yes, give them the discount. If no, directly calculate the price before and price after tax. Now, we already created this one, right? To ask them, okay, to ask them if there is any next customer or not. If yes, okay, the while here will get the value, and then it will check. If yes, it will rerun the entire program again from this one. If not, it will go to the return 0 and will stop the program. Okay, I will try and run sheet number 2 lab. Okay, if, oops, sorry, forgot to put the semicolon. Okay, this is very important in the C++, semicolon. Don't forget to put it. All right, I will try to input the invalid number first. Okay, run smoothly. 1. Okay, cool. And then 0 again, invalid. Yep. And then run. Boom. Correct. Then do you have any membership? Yes. Okay. Do you have any membership? Yes. The total price before tax is 8.55. The total price after tax is 9.063. And then it will ask, okay, this is where our code runs. Okay, next customer, next customer. If yes, then it will rerun again. See, it will go to the first line inside the do while loop. Okay, CR, welcome to CS popcorn stand. This one until we need to input our next value. So this is where the next customer started doing their transaction. So here, I would like to let you know, guys. Actually, there is a C++ command, okay, C++ system command where we can clean up the terminal every time we do the while loop. Okay, every time next customer come in, it will give you it will clean up the terminal first and run again from the start. Okay, for example, this one, if I put yes, okay, yes, it will run after the last line, correct? After the next customer, it will run again here. But okay, but if I add this comment, this program system clear, okay, CLS. This is the built-in function or the built-in command from the C++. So every time they run the do while loop, it will clear the terminal first. So it will look nice. Okay, it will look more good. It will look better for the next customer. So for example, I will key in 1 and 1, enter, yes. Next customer, yes. Previously, it will run after this line, right? If I click yes, see, it will clean up the terminal, and it will run from start again. For example, I put again no, see, see, no. If I click no, it will end the program. If I click yes, it will clean up the terminal, come again from the first one. Okay, for example, I will just put 1 1, no, and I don't have any next customer, it will stop, right? No. Yep. So process exited after something something something. So by having this, we should be able to create the do while loop, okay, to keep for the first one, the job sheet number one, to keep the user to key in the the valid input, and the last one, job sheet number two, is uh for them to check if there is any next customer or not. If there are any customer next that want to use the system, it will run again from the start. Okay, it will run again from the start. All right. So let's move on to the last job sheet, which is job sheet number three. Let's read the instruction. We need to create a coding which able can read a file from abc text. Okay, abc.txt. So .txt is the file extension from the text draft your programming. Okay, so we need to create a simple program. Okay, a simple program where we can read from the abc txt. So whatever value txt have inside, we need to read it. Okay, so I have already created the abc file here. I create like this. You can read abc. Abc is me. Okay, now let's move on to our dev C++. First of all, don't forget to include iostream. After that, don't forget to include fstream. What is fstream? This is where the library where we can use the read and write from file. Okay, then since the file is txt, sorry, since the file is txt and the value inside the file is string, then don't forget to include the string library. String. Okay, our main using namespace, don't forget std. Then our main function. Return 0. Okay, here we will create the if stream. Okay, if stream to open the file. Okay, if stream input file. Okay, so from the if stream we input file. Okay, input file is the abc.txt, correct? abc.txt, and then we will check if the value is correct or not. It is like, do we successfully open the file or not? Okay, if input file, then we see out error, unable to open the file. Okay, then we return like this. And then string line. Okay, so if there is a file, okay, if there is a file, we will read the file and store the value inside the line. Okay, so it will read the content of the file line by line, okay, and print it here. Okay, so we will use the while loop, get line, okay, get line. This is the function, input file line. Okay, so here while, okay, while we get the line from the input file, okay, from the input file we store it into the line variable, which is this one. All right, then we see out, line and line like this. After that, don't forget to close the file, right? So input file dot close, okay. So here, okay, we use the if stream to read the file, okay, to see. Then the file itself is the input file, the file itself is the abc, okay, the abc to xt. And then we check if, okay, if we are able to read or open the file, okay, it will not return any error. If we cannot open the file, okay, if no file, we will execute this line, error, unable to open the file, okay. Then we use return one, okay, to give the error code here, okay. And then if there is line, we will make the variable and read, okay. Since we already have the file, we already opened the file, so while we get the line, or we get the content from the input file, which is abc.txt, we store it into the line variable, okay. And then after that we will see out. If there is no line that can be printed again, printed anymore, then we will return 0 and close the program, okay. I will just run and you guys can see how it works. See, you can read me abc, you can read abc is me, correct, this one. Now what if we delete the file? What if we delete the file? Okay, sorry. If we delete the file, okay, if we delete the file and then we run it again, run, error, unable to open the file. Why? Because the file already deleted. So it not able to find any file that have the exact name with abc.txt. So it will give you an error. Okay. For example, if we create it again, the file, if we create the file again, text, okay, abc, okay, inside, hi everyone, okay, I'm here, okay, click save, and then we run again. Will it work or not? Let's see. Yep, it works. So hi everyone, I'm here. So whatever value inside the abc, it will be printed here. It will be printed in the terminal. All right. By having this, so we already covered all of the job sheets from job sheets number 1, 2, and 3. If you guys have any question, feel free to ask it again later during the tutorial. If no, thank you very much. I will end the session here. Thank you. Bye bye, everyone.